No more empty words. No more motivational speeches that evaporate at the first sign of difficulty. You can talk all you want about your goals, your dreams, and the man you want to be. But let me tell you something. No one cares about what you say. The world doesn't judge you by your promises or intentions. It judges you by your actions. And in the end, all that matters is what you do, not what you say you're going to do. Stop talking about being great. Start acting like the man you claim you want to be. If you want respect, earn it. If you want strength, prove it. Because in the real world, the men who win aren't the ones who shout the loudest, but the ones who work quietly and deliver results. Are you ready to stop talking and start acting? Because that's the only thing that will get you where you want to go. Do you know the trap most men fall into? They hide behind words. They say, I want to be strong, I want to be disciplined, I want to be respected. But when you look at the actions of those same men, you see laziness, procrastination, and a lack of direction. They talk as if they're about to conquer the world, but their habits show a different reality. They brag about grand goals, but never have the courage to take even the first step. It's a farce. And the worst part, they believe their own lies. They convince themselves that merely declaring their intentions is enough, as if talking about change, planning, or writing down their goals would automatically lead them to success. But let me be brutally honest. Words without action are empty. They mean nothing. They're like smoke, disappearing into the air without a trace. Talking doesn't make you grow. Talking doesn't build anything. It's your actions that count. It's what you do, not what you say, that defines who you are. How many men do you know who are always talking about their dreams but never change? They say, I'm going to start working out, but they stay on the couch. They say, I'll save money, but they blow it all on their first whim. They talk about becoming leaders, but avoid any responsibility. And every time they do this, every time they say one thing and do another, they dig themselves deeper into the pit of mediocrity. Because in the end, no one respects someone who doesn't keep their word. Not even you. Now tell me, what are you doing with your words? Are you truly taking action to turn them into reality? Or are you just using them to feel better temporarily? Because if your actions don't match your words, you're not just deceiving others, you're deceiving yourself. And that's the worst betrayal you can commit. When you look in the mirror and repeat that you want to be better but act the same as always, you're telling yourself it's okay to be fake. And that destroys your confidence, your self-respect, your essence as a man. The question you need to answer every day isn't, who do I want to be? But rather, what am I doing today to prove it? Every decision you make, every step you take or fail to take, is shaping the man you'll become. And if your actions don't reflect your words, you're wasting time. You're going in circles, trapped in a cycle of broken promises and false hopes. That's not transformation, that's stagnation. You need to understand that the world doesn't care about what you say you're going to do. The world only responds to what you actually do. You want to be strong? Then start training. Now, you want to be disciplined? Then eliminate excuses and start acting with consistency. You want respect? Then be the kind of man who keeps his promises, even when no one is watching. The time for words is over. Now it's time to act. And if you think you have time that you can keep postponing, know this. Every day you spend talking without acting is one less day you have to become the man you claim you want to be. Every day you spend fooling yourself is a day you'll never get back. So tell me, are you going to keep hiding behind your words, or are you finally going to start living by them? Because in the end, it doesn't matter what you say. What matters is what you do. And what you do today defines who you'll be tomorrow. No more empty words. No more baseless promises. Stop talking about who you want to be and start acting like that man. Because the respect, the strength, and the transformation you seek only come from consistent actions, not from empty speeches. It's time to stop deceiving yourself. Stand up and prove with your actions that you're worthy of becoming who you want to be. Listen carefully. The man you want to be won't be shaped by your words, your intentions, or your dreams. He will be forged through daily work, through the effort you put in even when no one is watching. Every workout you complete, even when you're tired, every difficult decision you make in the silence of your journey, Every time you resist the easier path, these are the bricks that build the man you want to become. And you know what's most important? It's not what you do occasionally. It's what you do consistently, day after day. No failures, no excuses. You want respect? Then go earn it. Not with words or grand declarations, but with real, tangible effort. Because no one will respect you for what you say you'll do. The world only recognizes and respects results that come from actions. And those actions don't need applause, an audience, or validation. True greatness is built far from the spotlight, in the darkness, where only you know how much you're dedicating. When you're alone, without an audience, without likes, without praise, that's when the real man reveals himself. Do you get out of bed when it's still dark? Do you push through that extra workout when your body is begging to stop? Do you avoid distractions and focus on the work while everyone else is wasting time? That's where the difference is made. Not in what you show, but in what you silently build. While most men are busy talking about their goals and fantasies, you'll be there, working. While they seek external validation, you'll be focused on building something real. Because in the end, the man who acts in silence is the one who wins. The one who doesn't need to shout to the world what he's doing because he knows his results will speak for themselves. And when those results appear, there will be no need for explanations. All the work, all the dedication, all the consistency will be evident. Let's make something clear. Taking action isn't about perfection. You'll make mistakes. You'll stumble. You'll face days when everything seems impossible. But it's precisely in those moments that your actions matter the most. What do you do when you're tired, frustrated, when everything inside you wants to give up? That's where greatness is built. Because anyone can act when things are easy. But only a few keep going when the weight gets heavier. And those few are the ones who achieve what most never will. Do you think the great men of the past and present got where they are with just dreams and speeches? They built their lives with sweat, determination, and relentless action. They faced challenges that would make most people quit, but they kept going. Not because it was easy, but because they knew that true transformation requires sacrifice. They didn't care about appearing great, they cared about being great. And being great demands constant, repeated action, even when no one is paying attention. Ask yourself, what are you doing right now? Not what you're saying, but what are you actually doing? Every choice you make today, every action you take, is shaping the man you'll be tomorrow. If you're avoiding hard work, choosing shortcuts, or procrastinating, then you're moving further away from your goal. But if you're consistently acting, facing challenges, and overcoming obstacles, you're getting closer to your best version. The difference between those who fail and those who succeed is simple. Winners act. They don't get lost in words. They're not swayed by fleeting praise or criticism from others. They put in the work, day after day, without complaining, without stopping. Because they know that in the end, what matters isn't what was said but what was done. They build with sweat, not with words. And that's the essence of true transformation. So tell me, are your actions aligned with the man you want to be? Because if they're not, all you're doing is wasting time. The world doesn't need another talker. It needs men who act. Men who instead of promising, prove. Instead of speaking, do. That's the path to true greatness. Build with sweat, not with words. Work in silence and let your results speak. Become the man you want to be, one step, one action, one decision at a time. That's how transformation happens. That's how respect is earned. And above all, that's how you prove to yourself and the world that you're worthy of what you seek. Now, be honest with yourself. Are you acting like the man you want to be, or are you just talking? Because nothing destroys a man more than being hypocritical with himself. You promise that you'll change, that you'll train, that you'll study, but you don't follow through. And every time you break that promise, you weaken your own word. You become someone even you can't trust. And if you can't trust yourself, how can you expect others to? A real man keeps his promises, not for others but for himself. He understands that his word is his foundation, and every action he takes is a brick in that construction. If you say you want to be disciplined, act with discipline. If you say you want to be strong, face your challenges. Every moment is an opportunity to prove to yourself that you're in control. that you're capable, that you're on the path to becoming the man you want to be.